Hello Aries, Lioness Intuition here doing your reading. Now, during meditation, you feel very shaky, very shaky. I feel like your foundations need to be checked. And then I heard, don't ignore this, don't ignore this, don't ignore this. You can't ignore this. So I definitely feel like whatever you're trying to ignore, whatever is causing you to become shaky within yourself and within your foundations, really needs to be addressed at this time. Because the alternative is always the universe comes in and does it for you, right? Five of Wands, Leo energy. Messages for Aries, please. What would you like Aries to know at this point in time, please? Messages for Aries. What would you like Aries to know at this point in time? Way too many. Thank you. Thank you. Why do I feel like you're ignoring the truth, Aries? Sorry, 1 second. Okay, we're back. Yeah, why do I feel like you're ignoring the truth, Aries? So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn energy, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Taurian energy. Two of Wands, Aries energy, Queen of Wands, more Aries energy, and the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Interesting. I have 2 more cards for Aries, please. 2 more for Aries. 2 more for Aries. Thank you. The Moon, Piscean energy. One more card for Aries, please. Excuse me. Thank you. The King of Cups in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy with the Four of Wands in reverse. Aries energy. Interesting. No one in this situation is even looking at the issue. I feel like you're refusing to allow some sort of truth to come in. I feel like you'd rather keep this competitive, combative energy at play instead of addressing the core issue, right? Something definitely needs to change within this dynamic. However, There is so much suppression here that I can't quite put my finger on what exactly is the issue. And then no one is expressing themselves. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. What is the Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries, please? Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries. What is this? What can you tell me about this Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries, please? What's the Ace of Swords in reverse for Aries? Thank you. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Something needs to change in this situation. Plain and simple. Something needs to change. Yeah. Someone needs to let down their guard and express how they truly feel in a situation. No holds. No holds. It needs to happen. Can you tell me what they need to communicate about? What needs to be communicated about, please? What needs to be communicated about what's been hidden? Right. So in order for this situation to change, this dynamic to change, there needs to be honest communication about what's been hidden. Let's look at this Four of Pentacles. Communicate. Communicate. Please tell me more about the Four of Pentacles in reverse for Aries. What is the Four of Pentacles in reverse for Aries, please? Tell me more about this energy. What is the Four of Pentacles? Thank you. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, whatever. Now we have the Hangman in reverse. Pisces, not in reverse. Where the hell did that come from? The Hangman, Pisces energy, with the Three of Cups in reverse, Cancerian energy, with the King of Cups again, Scorpionic energy. So I'm getting someone in this dynamic is holding back on the fact that they're not happy in this situation. Why does stifled keep coming to me? I don't even use the word stifled, but that's literally what they're giving me, and it's not the first time with these readings that I've heard stifled. Interesting. Maybe it's my new word. Anyway, someone is holding back the fact that they feel stifled in this connection. They feel like they can't express themselves, their emotional selves. I feel this energy of going to express the emotion, but getting this wall. Interesting. Yeah, healing needs the Star, Aquarius energy. We also have the Seven of Swords Seven of Swords underneath that, Aquarius energy, with the Three of Swords, Libra energy. So what has been hidden, what is causing pain in this situation needs to be addressed. This needs to be talked about in order to bring healing into the situation. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles in reverse for Aries. This reading is giving me a headache. Whew. And there's a lack of flowing energy. There is a hell of a lot of stagnant energy here. Please tell me more about the Six of Pentacles in reverse for Aries. Thank you. The Sun in reverse. Yeah. Someone's not happy. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So what I'm getting is that whoever you're dealing with, Aries, instead of allowing things to be discussed, honestly discussed, I feel like they create conflict in order to avoid discussing these things. And there definitely needs to be change in this situation. I feel like every time you go to discuss something, you get met with a wall. I feel like you give this person the time of day to express themselves and talk about the things that they want to talk about, but every time you want to express whatever you want to express at that time, you get met with a wall. So you're beginning to become unbalanced within yourself. You're beginning to lack that stability within this connection. I definitely feel like there's a lack of reciprocity in this. Interesting. I feel like this person doesn't give you the space to talk about things that you want to talk about because they have how do I say that? Because they're so unhappy within themselves that when they have to give attention to something that's not beneficial to them, it causes them to do all sorts of crazy shit because they can't handle not having everything about them. Does that make sense? Moving on. What is the Queen of Wands for Aries? Tell me more about the Queen of Wands for Aries, please. Tell me more about this energy for Aries. What is the Queen of Wands here for Aries? Please tell me more. Please tell me more about the Queen of Wands for Aries, please. Okay. Moon. We have the moon twice. Yeah. Deep healing needs to take place. Otherwise, you're just going to stay in this torture, this mental torture where you can't express yourself. You don't feel heard. You're up in your head thinking about, can I say this to them? Can I say that to them? Is this going to cause more harm than me just not saying anything about it? I honestly don't know where to go from here. Like, the cards are just repeating themselves. Okay. Why is the moon here twice for Aries? Why is the moon here twice for Aries, please? Tell me more about this moon energy. I feel like you've both withdrawn from each other, whether you're aware of it or not. I feel like you're both on your own paths, and what you're not talking about is the fact that this dynamic between you guys has been the wedge between the two of you. Please tell me more about the moon for Aries. What is this moon energy about, please? Thank you. Suppressing these emotions is becoming too much for someone. Yeah, let's just leave that there. So, Aries, if this is vice versa, it's vice versa. I don't feel like it's that way, though. There is someone here that has some gnarly wounds to deal with that really need to be addressed. Now, whether the two of you do this together or separately, that's completely up to you. But I do feel at this point in time, you're on two completely opposite ends of the spectrum, if there is even such thing as a spectrum. Your paths don't align. The truth doesn't align with your path or with the emotions that are being suppressed. Let's go ahead and get one of these. We have an oracle card for Aries in relation to the spread, please. Oracle card for Aries in relation to the spread. Excuse me. Oracle card for Aries in relation to the spread, please. Oracle card for Aries in relation to the spread, please. Thank you. Divine talents. Interesting. 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 Was not expecting that. Was not expecting that. So I'm going to go ahead and read off the little blurb here because I'm still learning these cards, so bear with me. Divine talents. You're a talented soul. Over the many lifetimes you have developed your spiritual abilities to channel higher awareness, attract healing energy, and radiate light to uplift the consciousness of those around you. Your divine talents are many and uniquely expressed through you. Your talents do not have to resemble those of another to have their own inestimable value. Do not be afraid to use them. This oracle reminds you to do what makes you happy, to chase your sacred bliss, express yourself in the world via the uniqueness and special abilities that the divine has bestowed upon you. When you follow what you love, you are on your path and you shall succeed, beloved. Interesting. Now we have Dark Night of the Soul at the bottom of the deck. I don't usually read the bottom of the deck energies. However, I do feel like this is extremely important. Dark Night of the Soul. You are ready for a more real and radiant relationship with the divine. Your preconceived ideas and safe, limiting beliefs may be sacrificed in order for this to happen. To the divine, these are only clothing of your spirit. Hold on, let me start that again. To the divine, these are only the clothing of your spirit. They are impediments to the absolute intimacy the divine seeks with you. You might feel vulnerable or uncertain as the divine goes about stripping away these barriers. This is when you enter the dark night of the soul. You understand there is nothing to rely upon but the divine, and you will find it difficult to trust at times. This night will end, however, and the sweetness of the divine dawning in your heart shall render all worthwhile. But for now, you are meant to feel exactly as you feel. You are not doing something wrong. You are moving closer to the divine. Wow. So, Aries, my takeaway from that is you are worthy. You have your own uniqueness about you, and whoever you're connecting with clearly does not see or appreciate your value. And I feel like by you going through the situation with whoever it is with, it is allowing you to really dig deep in yourself. It's forcing you to strip away all of those things we were taught, that mass consciousness sort of ideals. And I feel like the more you strip away, the more you'll realize that you are an incredible being and you deserve so much more than what you are currently experiencing. And it's a matter of you choosing what's best for you. That's heavy. That is some heavy energy. Can I get one more card of advice for Aries, please? One more card of advice for Aries in relation to this spread. We have Sisters of the Season, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, Divine Order, 17 breaking down to an 8, talking about karmic cycles, right? So I feel like this situation has reached its peak. It's nothing but downhill from here, and I feel like the longer you stick around in this situation, the harder it is going to be for you to pull yourself out again. Don't be afraid to show off who you are. Alrighty, Aries, I hope this made sense. I hope this resonated for someone. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below or give me a like. However you want to support this channel is very appreciated. Thank you, Aries. Until next time, see you later.